All right, hello everyone, and welcome to today's Balatro video. And in this video, I'm going for my gold stakes run with the green deck. Now, the rules for the green deck: I get $2 for hands remaining and $1 for discards remaining. So you want to be economical with all of your resources. And speaking of resources, I have a coupon tag on the small blind, which I'll take and thank you very much. And let's just go straight into the big blind and hope that I am at least proficient enough in this game by now to get 450 chips. I could try to go for a flush, or I could do the smart thing and just settle for a straight. Okay. 8765, so if I get a 9 or a 4, I can get another straight. Like I said, 9 or a 4, please. 4. I'll take it. Okay, no discards left, but I get $4 for the remaining hands. Of course, the reward for winning in the first place. Okay, so we've got a lot of value up here. We've got a hieroglyph, which subtracts one hand. Probably not, maybe not worth it. We get 4 mult and the hologram, which will increase in value when I add playing cards to my deck. Even as an eternal, it's worth taking right now because I will add cards to my deck at some point. To-do list as an eternal is a little bit of a risk. All econs are probably better early, but then take up too much room later, and eternals can't go away. Hanging Chad probably doesn't do much now, but it could do more later. Let's see what the Arcana pack has to say for itself. Strength, Lovers, and Moon. Okay. Well, Moon is not going to help with the current boss blind, but it will keep things safe for the next one. That's a little tough. The obvious choice might be to take the 2 jacks, turn them into queens. Doesn't really change the value of them though. Could take the 3 and the 5 as well. Or we could just go for moon cards near the back of the pack. I only have a 4 mult. Let's do it. We're playing hoping that I get 600 chips without having to worry about the cards that I just debuffed for this round. So, okay, so we got 3s and 4s showing. So another 3 or another 4. Well, one of the 3 that we got is debuffed, but it should be okay. The Hanging Chad will trigger the 4. All right, that's fine. 987. 1 discard left. That's a bit of a risk. Yeah, didn't work. I was kind of hoping I'd get straight, but right now I'm sitting on a pair of 5s with a debuffed 5. Let's just no, it's just going to be the 8 anyway, so. Oh, it's a pair of 5s. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Runner. Gains 15 if played hand contains a straight. I think that straights aren't going to be a good thing in the long term, but might be if I can continue to move things along into clubs, I could perhaps play straight flushes. And those will be valuable. Just not the regular straights. So if I want to do that, death is not my friend in this one. Judgment and world. So world gives me spades. Judgment gives me a random joker. Let's pull the trigger on a random joker and see what happens. And we've got ride the bus. Okay. Good card to have Earl and Ante 2. A little bit risky to have with a straight deck. Let's go for the standard pack and see if we can get something interesting. A 7 is probably a good idea now that I'm kind of going down this route. I do think I have a lot of 4s that are clubs. Oh no, I only have one 4 that's a club. Let's go for the 7. All right. Okay, the water is gonna steal my 2 discards. I can have I can have 2 tarot cards for skipping small blind. I can have $10. Well, actually, this would be $15 if I skip this one too. I think I'm going to skip the small blind for the Arcana pack, and that's only because I know I only have $8. Okay, World and Sun give me suits I don't want. Justice and Lovers. Justice gives me a glass card that could go away. Lovers gives me a wild card that's vulnerable to all 3 of the remaining suit debuffs. Hanged Man gets rid of 2 cards. Getting rid of the King is not such a bad idea. And if I was going that route, the Ace probably has limited value as well. So let's go ahead and take them both out. Okay. Then for the Justice card, I think even though it's a club, I think I'm gonna put it on the 2. And there we go. But I will play the big blind. Okay. I do need to start thinking about how to get straights. 8, 7, 6. Still nothing to go along with it yet. 9, 8, 7, 6. But I'm out of discards, so I can't really do much with the Jack unless I was going to play a pair. So I have to just play an 8 high. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, I have a straight now. Could have moved the 7 to the front to get more gold. Or more money, I guess. 2 hands left. I have a pair of 4s. Which I don't think is enough. I can take 1 Jack with me and it will still be a pair of 4s. If I take them both, it will be a 2 pair and it will reset the bus. Nailed it. Okay. Okay. So now we've got the water coming up next. And we've got 6 cents, which destroys the 6s in my deck. Probably not good if I'm going to do straights. Short or long term. Celestial Pack. There we go, Neptune. Not valuable now, but could be valuable later. Let's take that standard pack as well. 10 and 8. 10, 8, and 3. 8 is kind of closer to the center, so I kind of like that. 10 would be okay too. All right, let's do that. And let's go. We have no choice now. Okay, 5s and 4s. So I have a full house. I don't see why, straights or not, I don't see why I shouldn't take this. Okay. Obviously, it's going to get to the value that I already have under runner, which isn't that much at this point. Have a 2 pair aces and sevens. And the good thing about playing this is I can kick the jack. It's not going to score, so it won't reset the bus. And it wins. Okay. So I need to make sure that I marked what we just did on my list. So we did water, and now manacles next. One less hand size. A little bit more basic. We've got 2 playing cards for the small blind. Let's see what we got. So we got the hieroglyph, which I'm probably not going to touch. We got 2 chances at celestial packs. So let's see what we got. I did not get Neptune, and I did not get Saturn. Pluto, I guess, is okay because I'll probably end up playing high cards at some point anyway. There is Neptune, so that's an easy pick. All right, next round. 1 discard each round. I'd have to get rid of something to get it, so yeah, next round. The reason why a Mega Standard Pack might be good is because adding 2 cards to my deck means that this one will go up to ×2. The more that we can boost this, the better off I'm going to be. So let's go ahead and skip and get 2 cards. Well, I think it would have to be the 3 of diamonds and the foil stone card. The stone card is probably low value for me, but it's better than having negative value, which the king and jack would both be. All right. With that, we go into the big blind to score 4,800 chips. Queen, jack, 10, 9. So I technically am 1 card away from a straight, but I can't. But if my straight includes the queen and the jack, it will flatten the bus. So maybe we do this. Okay. Go. So we have a full house 10s over 4s. Which gets me most of the way there. No discards left, but if I play an ace high, the kings and jacks won't score. And I can have a 7-6-5 left over. Oh, and it wins. Good. Good. Okay. And now we have raised fist and we have perishable egg. So a lot of things will be able to replace this joker because this is only getting +4 mult. Do I want a rental raised fist? Maybe not. Let's take a look at the Arcana pack and see what we've got. Okay, not seeing what I wanted, but that's okay. We can put bonus cards or malt in the center of the deck. So 7 and 6. I've kind of gone back and forth on whether I think that malt or chips are better, but okay. So I have 3 7s showing. And a foil. I think let's do that. Should have moved something in front because of hanging Chad. Didn't matter. Okay. Okay, blue joker, rental, but also 50 chips addition to the chips that it creates. If I could get this out of here, I might consider it. Well, but I could get rid of this. Well, let's start with the obvious. Let's get that. Let's get the extra hand. Let's get the Arcana pack, which isn't going to give me that much. Might as well take the Emperor to get 2 random tarot cards. Okay, the Hermit is essentially free money. We'll keep that in mind. I guess we're going to use it now. Okay, and let's go ahead and open the standard pack. Well, it seems like the only choice is the 9. So, go ahead and take that. Do I want the blue joker in place of the vanilla joker? This is at 2.25 mult. This is at +8 mult, and it's going up every hand I play without scoring a face card. I could regret this. I could regret this, but we're going to give it a try anyway. All right, let's do it. Nope, and no. So we're going to play all the way through to the fish. Fish is always something that bugs me. Can be can be doable if you one-shot it. Can be a pain if you don't. Okay, we have a 10, 8, and 6. Not great for straights, but let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. There we go, right there. 9, 8, 7, 6. Before we do that, let's take the 10 and the 9 and put the Empress on both of those. I chose those not just because they're the highest ranked cards, but they are also clubs, so they aren't going to be debuffed later. So. Okay, so that added more chips to that, so that's good. 9 mult for that. So I don't think we need more jokers right now. But let's go ahead and open the Celestial pack. We're looking for Neptune. We didn't get Neptune, but Saturn is the next best thing. Go open the Standard pack. We have a 9, an 8, and a 3. They're all roughly equal. So given that they're roughly equal, I'll take the 3 since it's a steel card. And we'll go to the next round. Okay, 9, 7, and 6. Not the best for looking for a straight, but it's doable. 10, 9, 7, 6. Again, doable, but we're looking for an 8. Got it. This is a stone card foil, so it's not going to do anything. Let's do that. Upgrades the runner. Lots of stuff. Win. Okay. So if I can do that on the fish, then I am in good shape because the fish only requires 18,000. So, okay, Celestial pack, Neptune or Saturn. We have them both. Since we're not in position to do straight flushes just yet, maybe we take Saturn for the time being. But I do need to get 2 straight flushes at some point. Maybe. Okay, so we have a lot of good cards to choose from this time. 6, lucky card and gold seal is probably the one I want. So we'll take that one. And we'll go to the next round. Okay, So I've got a full house showing. Think I have to take the full house. Sometimes you just take what's given, and what was given was enough. Have I boosted full house? I have not. Okay. So both of the planets I'm looking for are showing up right here, so I'll take both of them. Thank you and thank you. Let's take a Celestial Pack, see if we can get another one, and we cannot, but a high card is okay. We're boosting one of my safety nets by doing that. And now we've got Aura and Ectoplasm. So Aura gives me a full holographic or polychrome effect to one selected card in my hand. Probably good. So I would want that to be on a 6 maybe. So let's pick the 6 of clubs. It's a foil, that's fine. So it scores extra chips. Okay, free rare joker, free polychrome joker. And heart cards are going to be debuffed next. So that'll be another safe suit. In case I can't get things going in clubs, which I don't really feel like I have. Okay, so I've got yet another full house. Put the 2 in the back. Well, maybe we put it in the front since Hanging Chad's going to double it or triple it. Well, and it gets rid of it too, so it's fine. All right, Magician is good. Crafty Joker is not. I am looking at that free discard. But let's go for the Arcana pack first. So I get 2 of these. Sun is probably a bad idea right now. Fool would give me high card again, which I probably don't want. But what we could do is we could use the Magician to make those into lucky cards, and then use the Fool to get that back. But I think I would rather get... yeah. Yeah, I messed up. That's okay, though. We'll just take the Fool and put the Magician back up there. And then I get another one. So let's take Wheel of Fortune and hope we get something good. And we did. The runner is now a Polychrome Joker. Which means that we want to move it over here now. So we only have the Polychrome Jokers near the back. So, all right. That is not bad. Okay. A few face cards there. We've also got 7s and 6s. Let's go ahead and get rid of the face cards plus the 10. Okay, we've got a full house now. Can make these into lucky cards now. Let's drag the 6 to the front and score this full house. Okay, one shot, but not by much. But it still did it, so. Space Joker is something a lot of people would like. I don't feel like it works right now. It's not. There's nothing that is eternal that's non-eternal that I would want to pull for that. Same thing for the Turtle Beam. It's the last chance to get that extra discard, and I think I'll go ahead and cash that in now. Let's go ahead for a Celestial Pack, and we have Neptune and Saturn again. I think we have to just stick with Saturn for now. But we get 2 of them, so we get them both anyway. So, all right. Standard pack. No No choice here. We have to take the 4. Heart cards are debuffed. Okay. Well, we have 3 10s now. We have a 6, a 4, and a 3 as well. So not necessarily anything that's good for a straight under my current conditions. We now have a 4 of a kind, which beats a full house. So if full houses have been one-shotting already, this one should as well. I'm going to kick a jack just in case, and I should have moved the malt in front. Okay, well, I have a full house. Let's move the cash to the front. This is going to win. Okay. Okay, so this gives me 14 malt. Well, it would give me 14 malt, except it's going to lose value for the one it replaces. So, Empress is probably the way to go for now. But let's get to the other Arcana packs first. High Priestess, Emperor, and Judgment. Let's go for Emperor. Justice and Lovers. Okay, Justice might be useful. Lovers is not necessary. Okay, the Moon card shows up. Okay, is there anything I want to do with the cards I have? Justice can probably go on to 2. Moon and Sun are both equally good because Clubs and Hearts are both debuffed. And I've generally started to go in the general direction of getting clubs, so it probably makes sense to continue in that direction. So I'm gonna take the 6s and the 2. I'm gonna take the 6 and the 2 4s. Yep. All right. And now I will take the Empress. Okay. There are no tags that I want on this one, and the Flint halves all base chips and malt, which is bad if you're worried about if you're focused simply on these. But I mean, it would hurt a little bit, but it's not going to be devastating. I probably should be earning more straights at some point. Let's go ahead and discard these 5 cards. 10, 9, 8. We finally have something that is kind of straight worthy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. There you go. 8, 7, 6. So it upgrades the runner. Get a chance to see how much a straight gets me. 93,000. Okay. Didn't use the Empress that time. Trading card is I would want the way that trading card could really help because it would get rid of some of the face cards. Well, wait. Yeah, by discarding it, but there's nothing I can do about that. Let's go ahead for the Celestial pack first. Trooper. None of them are good, but Pair, I guess, is the better safety net. I had to take one of them. 4, 5, and 6. I have one less 5, and it's malt anyway, and a pretty safe one at that, so I'll take it. I am going to burn the Lover's card and take the High Priestess card in its place. Obviously, I can't use it because I only have one spot, so I'd only get one planet. And I don't want to get rid of the Empress. So let's go on to the next round. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I got a straight right off the bat. Let's go ahead and make 2 mold cards. Get 2 planet cards. 2 planet cards I don't want, but is what it is. Do I want to front the lucky card? No, I shouldn't have. Okay, but almost anything wins now, so because I only need, what, 715 chips? I have 2 discards left, but do I want to waste money? There's your answer. Oh, now the lucky card pays off. Okay. Okay, the top ones are useless. Let's take a look at the Celestial Pack. Saturn, sure. Moves it to level 6. Standard pack. We have a 6, a 3, and an ace. Now, I don't think I want to go for aces. 6 would be the best value. It is a glass card, though. But it's a glass card I wouldn't mind busting, so it's fine. All right, Flint time. Let's see how we do. 9, 8, 6, 5, 4. Okay. Not the worst thing, but could be better. 6, 5, 4 is the best thing to build off of. But it doesn't build off of any of this. 7, 6, 5, 4. Well, we'll keep the one with the gold seal. Looking for an 8 or 3, and we got the 3. So this 7, this 6, this 5, this 4, this 3. And we're just going to go for the safe thing and just go for the mult in front. $80,000. Pretty good. So 5, 4, and 3. I have 4 hands left. If I don't 8, 7, so 5, 4, 3 is the way to do it. Can't take the queen because it would make a queen high. 5, 4, 3. 3 threes. Look at all those. Have a lot of face cards that are now jamming my deck. I have boosted the 3 of a kind once. The Flint wouldn't do much to it. It'd just drop it to 25 and 2.5. One pair would be 12.5 by 1.5, but would get a 1.5 mult for this, plus the 3.5 mult right there, plus the 90 chips right there, plus the 20 mult there. It might be good enough, and I could take 1 king and 1 queen as kickers because they won't score. It was enough. Sigh of relief. Okay, so up to $40. Eternal Brainstorm and Fortune Teller. Fortune Teller is good. Not as a perishable joker, mind you. Brainstorm is good as well. Copies the leftmost joker. have to give up 21 mult or the hanging chad to get it though. Or this. Is it worth giving up my chips? Here's what I'm thinking. I could give up the blue joker for $1. I would lose all of those extra chips, but I would then double most likely this, which would be another 21 mult. It's not out of the question, and if the bus fails at any point, then my run is over, period. It feels like a risk, but we're gonna do it. We want to put the brainstorm before the runner and the hologram. And let's go ahead and go for these as well. There's another Saturn. Let's go for this as well. I think we know where I think at this point it might be best just to kind of stick with Saturn. Saturn straight 240 by 25 is competitive at this point with straight flush. So anyway, let's move it along. We've got the arm coming up. Not great, but if I can get it in 1 or 2, that might be okay. I don't think I want to reroll the boss blind. There's a lot of other things that could be a problem. If I don't, well, okay, this is ante-7. It might be worth the risk. I'm trying to think of. I'm looking at my list of blinds, trying to think of which one is going to be the biggest headache for me if I get it. Hook could be bad. Hook could be a little bit bad, but not as bad as this. House would basically waste discards, get rid of face down cards. Mark would be a don't care because I don't care I'm not gonna play face cards. Ox would whammy my money, but I only have $21, so it's not much to lose. Serpent is usually fun. Tooth, same as Ox. Wall would be 440,000. That would be difficult at this point. I wouldn't want that one. The wheel, random cards get drawn face down. Spades and diamonds could get debuffed. There's a few of those. Diamonds might hurt a little bit more than spades. Of course, we've also got the pillar, which is possible. We've also got no repeat hand types this round. Play only one hand type this round. Play only one hand with a half blind, so that would be 110,000. Psychic would be a no, don't care. Let's risk it because I don't like going into ante-8 with less Saturns than I have right now. All right, we changed it to the Tooth, which, like I said, it's not bad. And because this is ante-7, I know that the arm is not going to come up later. So, all right, let's try it. Let's go for it. 10, 9, 8, 6. Let's stick with the... Well, we need a 7 at this point anyway. Because we can't do with a jack. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. There you go. 8, this 7, this 6. Let's move the mult to the front. Let's see how much I get. 192. All right. So the blueprint is helping out. I am getting chips from the runner, which is going up with every straight I play. So, okay, so we've got the tooth coming up next. I'm not terribly worried about the tooth right now. Add foil, holographic, or polychrome. Destroy one random card for 4 random enhanced numbered cards. Polychrome to a random joker, destroying all others. The thing about this one is that adding 4 random enhanced numbered cards to my hand, while it will kind of make random stuff happen, it'll also trigger this 4 times, which will make it 4.5. So that might actually be okay. All right, let's see what we got. So we've got, okay, so we've kind of got a good nucleus of 6 to 3. 4s, there's not as many 4s as I'd want for that, but that's okay. We can get 4 here, that'd be great. But a 5 with a molt and a retrigger, it's hard to say no to that. All right, let's see how much money I can lose this time. 5, 4, and 3. Well, we have to get rid of all this stuff. You have to get rid of one of the 3s. They're exactly the same, so either one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We got it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Obviously the 5 in front. There we go. It wouldn't matter because the king's not selected. Play it. So $5 gone. And that's it. If you can beat the tooth only losing $5, that's pretty much a win. Okay. All right. What am I gonna what disaster am I gonna have to prevent this time? Uh-oh. Violet Vessel and $1.2 million chips. And I don't have anything that... Okay, well, we might be screwed already, but we'll find out. I'd want more 4s and 3s, but I don't have any 3s showing. Balancing out 6s and 7s might be okay. I have a 6, well, but the 6 is glass. I think I'm just going to take money. Okay, Tower, Chariot, Hanged Man. This is an easy call. 2 royals gone. There's no reason to overthink that. I kind of need this. Okay, let's re-roll at least once. Strength, in play, sure. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, but I won't need it here. Might as well put one of the lucky cards in front. It's 217. That's not going to be enough to get through the Violet Vessel, unfortunately. Convert to Hearts and Neptune. Neptune is competitive. Let's see what happens when I upgrade it once. 300 by 28. So it is a little bit better. Is it enough better? Not sure. Okay. So I have strength and sun showing. And again, I kind of would... There's nothing that's... Well, I could make the ace into a 2. That's probably one of the 2 I would want if I did that. And I have a 3 that I could make into a 4. that balances things out a little bit. So let's go ahead and use strength on those two cards. I could use Sun right now. Thing is, I would be pulling clubs, which away, and I don't want that. Call is to go for Hierophant on the 5 and the 4. Again, I'm thinking of where my straights are most likely going to be. With the 8 being a little bit low and the 7 being a little bit low, 6 through 3 is kind of the nucleus, with probably 7 being where it spreads into. So, yeah. All right, we have another try. And for Sun, I'd be looking for, okay, I was going to say spades or diamonds. And there's 3 spades right there. So I'll take those, put them into hearts. Okay. And I think choosing the 5 and the 4 and putting malt on them is probably the next best thing to do. Let's got one hand left. Let's re-roll just once. Take the Saturn. And here we go. There's no reason to take that tag because it's not going to have any effect. So, 5, 4, 3. No matter what, I would need a 6, right? So 3, 4, 5, and then 7. That is the way to go. Now, how lucky do I think I'm not? So this is a pair. No, let's just discard it. Oh my gosh. We have a 4 of a kind, which is annoying. Wouldn't be worth a lot, and I don't really want to use a lot of 5s. Let's play it though. Should have put a bonus in the front. That scored 105,000. 5, 4, 3. Let's go ahead and discard these 4 cards. Looking for a 6. Still not getting it. 9. Drop a 5. Drop a 4. Still no 6s. I mean, there are 6s in my deck. 2, 3, 4. I can't touch the, unfortunately, I cannot touch the jacks. Touching any of them would make it a jack high at least. In order to get rid of a jack, I'd have to play a pair of 3s. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5. Well, better late than never. Although I was probably going to win at some point anyway. Okay. So... Okay, so we have to take the Celestial back. And get nothing out of it. Okay. Hierophant, probably one of the two cards I want to take with me. Sun, probably better. Strength. Yeah, better than the Hierophant. And that's it. We have to get 1.2 million somehow out of this mess. So 5, 4, 3, 2. So I have a. So I would be looking at this point for an ace or a 6. Well, hold the phone though, because I could use the strength on just this card. If I do that, it becomes a 6. I don't want to use it on the 10s because they become jacks. And everything else is part of the scoring. I could use it on the 4 and make it become another 5. Which I don't technically need to do. I'd just be doing it just for the sake of doing it. I'd have a ×2 mult to go along with it because of the 2. And I could make it into a straight flush, which would make it score exactly 30 chips more. But with all the mults, that does add up. Okay, I am going to go for both. Just going to increase this one by 1, make it 6, 5, 4, and then the 6, the 4, and the 3, we'll have to use the sun to turn them into hearts. And now we have a straight flush, 6 to 2. Let's see how much it scores. Okay, it doesn't matter that I lost the deuce. Got a little bit less than halfway there. So we have to discard here. The jack for sure. One of the 10s for sure. Both 10s, I would say. The problem is I have a lot of 4s showing. If I get rid of both of them, though, I take myself out of any possibility of getting another straight flush. I think that straight flush might be necessary. So I have a 4 and a 7. I have to keep both of those in play if I want a club straight flush. If I want a heart straight flush, then I have another 9 and two 4s left. But a 9 and a 4 can't be in the same flush. So a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 would be one flush. So 7 and 4 can be in the same flush. My gut is telling me I need to play a straight flush at some point. And that's what's going to be necessary to win. And with that, if I play this one, the jack's not going to score because it's a 2-pair. So I can save my discards for when I can need to get rid of face cards without scoring. So I now, as far as clubs, have 7, 4, and 2. And for hearts, I have 10, 9, and 8. So I'd be looking for a 7, of which there's 2, and a 6, of which there's 1. That is technically the better odds. Maybe. For clubs, I would need one of the remaining three threes. I need one. Well, I would need a 7. I would need a 6 and a 5. Either way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. No, I would. If I was going for clubs, I would need the 7 and the 4. Then I would need to draw a 6, a 5, and a 3, of which there's multiples. So that might be possible. I could play this because it's a pair of 8s. And I think that it makes sense to play things that won't score face cards. Seven, 6, 5, 4. There we go. I'm very, very close now. So all I need to do is get a 3 of clubs. But obviously this is a pair of jacks, so I have to discard. 7, 6, 5, 4. So, which one's better? 50 chips is the guarantee. This one could be 20 mult. 1 in 5 chance. I almost want to take the sure thing. 7, 6, 5, 4 opens up the door to score it with an ace of clubs. There's only one of them left. If I score this, it's a 6 high. Oh, it got 20 mult. Okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I got it. Okay. And I don't think it's going to matter now. But we'll put the mult in front. And I think that somehow did it. When I saw that violet vessel, I thought to myself, not a chance. Not a chance was I going to get away with something like that. But yes, going for straight flushes right at the end, getting those Neptunes along the way was key, because it wouldn't have worked if I was just laser focused on Saturns. And I was right to know that Saturns were probably not going to carry me to the finish line. But that Violet Vessel, that was not the time I wanted to see that. I don't want to see Violet Vessel in any gold stakes. So let's go to the main menu and let's see where I would put this one ranked with the other decks that I have cleared so far. I think that blue deck up to this point was the easiest one to do. Red was definitely harder, even though one discard and one hand seemed like about the same thing. Yellow deck I struggled with a lot. I went back. When I beat the yellow deck, I thought to myself, I'm not sure if I want to rank it yet. But I went back and looked at my records. I definitely had more yellow deck fails than red. So it would have been blue, red, yellow in ascending difficulty going into this. But I honestly think the green deck, even with all, and I forgot to mention, you don't get any interest in the green deck. I don't think I mentioned that in the front of this challenge, but of this gold stake. Generally speaking, I don't think I did bad on this, and this might have unseated the blue deck as being my easiest deck to date. Now, granted, the blue deck has the disadvantage of being the first one I did. So, but I think that the green deck, I think I was able to manage this better than I thought I would be able to. And so I would say that for right now, I'm putting the green deck easier than the blue deck. And now the easiest of my gold stake clears to date. You want to disagree with me? That's what the comment section's for. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. Subscribe to this channel and or follow me on Twitch if you'd like to see more of my content. And I've already told you what to do in the comments below. But if you have any other feedback on this deck and gold stakes in general, feel free to put it down there as well. And I'll see you in the next video.